52. Thus dissolved is the covering obscuring the light, the soul consciousness. The covering that is keeping us from soul consciousness. When the breathing stops for that fraction of a moment, not even minute, fraction of a moment, that very time, the soul, that the thing that is covering your soul is gone, and you know who you truly are. You know, there was a beautiful story, Zen story, when we have this well. We also have a well here, right? So you dig a hole and you put this round shaped thing, you dig it so that, why you put that? So that when there is a sand, when it is raining, sometimes the sand, it can cover the flow of the water, and you don't get water, So to make sure that the sand does not hinder the water supply, you have to do something to the well so that it doesn't happen. But it happens, keeps happening from time to time. So one person, one disciples are disciples, they think that the guru knows everything, So the disciple comes to the guru, he said, no, the well is not working and this thing has happened, sand is there, blah, 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 blah. The guru is listening. Now what does the guru know about this sand thing, You ask him about meditation, he'll tell you. But how does he know? How does he know? The other day I saw something, I also don't know what happened to the ground. Why the ground splitting now? Somebody has to know it. You have to ask Padma, who knows, she's a contractor, so she knows. Now the guru is not supposed to know everything. The guru is not supposed to know everything, But this disciple says, Guru, what do I do? The guru is listening. And then finally he said, this disciple is so stupid, he doesn't want to go and find some tukang. What is tukang? What is tukang? Engineer, no, somebody to work on it, and find somebody who knows the job, who can clear this sand from the well. Instead of that, he is asking me, he said, you know what, disciple? Your third eye is covered by your eyes. Your two eyes are covering your third eye. And once you uncover that, your third eye will be open, you'll be enlightened, and you'll know what happens to the sand and the well. Said the disciple is totally confused. Said, what? What are you trying to say? He said, didn't you come here for enlightenment? He said, yes. So I am giving you the way. You pluck your eyes, and there your third eye is. And the disciple said, this master is a crazy master. He said, Master, I pluck my eyes. He said, how do I know what happened to the well? Find someone who knows. So here it is saying that how to uncover this, how to uncover that, you have to uncover it by yourself. Nobody is going to open your chakras, give you diksha. Nowadays it's a business, Nowadays it's business, because there was somebody, he said, I have a box of invisible hairpins. It's a box, invisible, because ladies, sometimes you need hairpins, and sometimes, nowadays not too many ladies put hairpins, but in my days when I was growing up, ladies were using hairpins. Do you use hairpins still? Not many of you, okay. But anyway, you know hairpins, right? Okay, so those days when I was still schooling, they were using hairpins, and this guy says, because hairpins sometimes they can be, very, it shows, it doesn't look nice, so he says, I am selling invisible hairpins. So everybody comes to him, and all these beautiful ladies, sir, I want to buy invisible hairpins. You just give me $1 and put your hand in the box and take how many ever you can take. So they go inside, and there's nothing. Say, but there's nothing. It's supposed to be invisible. How can there be anything? You are not supposed to see it. It is invisible. One person and then the second person. Now this man says, no, my idea is not working. They are going to talk to each other that I am bullying them, I am cheating on them. So now the third person said, okay, there is invisible this thing, this box full of invisible hairpins. You can put your hand, and how many ever you can take with one hand you can take, just pay me $1. But there's a mantra. The mantra, what is the mantra? So he whispers the mantra into the ears of this beautiful lady. And she goes inside, and those two girls are still waiting there, complaining that they didn't get anything. Goes inside, okay, then she comes out, the hand comes out, and the master says, this master, the cheater, he says, did you get the hairpin? She said, yes, I got the hairpin. Fine. So he said to those two girls, see, she's getting the hairpins. You are not getting the hairpins, not my mistake. I wait here. You just wait here. The fourth one comes, fifth one comes, sixth one. Everybody gets a mantra. And now it's working. All of a sudden it's working. So then these two girls, they got scared. Said, everybody is getting. How come we are not getting? Can we try again? Try again. Nothing is happening. But everybody is getting invisible hairpins. And if we say we are not getting, we are too dumb. So they just follow the lead. This is what is happening to you. Everybody gets his Kundalini open, Chakra open, pay $100, $200. If somebody is a big cheater, then he'll charge you $1,200. The small time cheaters will charge you $50, $60, $70. There is no such thing. Nobody can open your chakras. The good news is nobody's chakra is closed anyway. Otherwise, you would be dead already. All your energy centers are working. It's just to, sometimes the mind is playing fool, playing games. And to uncover that, to discover that, you have to go beyond the mind and you have to do it on your own. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can just put his thumb there and immediately you are enlightened. No. But he can make you feel that you are enlightened. You can start hallucinating, and that will be to your disadvantage as those buyers of invisible hairpin. So I asked this guy, I said, what is your secret? What did you do? I know this empty box. What did you do to these women? So he said, very simple. This is my trade secret, but since I know you for so long, I'll tell you my trade secret. Whenever the third one came, the fourth one came, I told them, if you are the child of your father, then you'll find the invisible hairpin. If your mother has been sleeping with another man, then you won't find the invisible. So nobody was willing to say that I'm a bastard. So everybody started saying that, yes, we got the invisible hairpin. So we are in that kind of soup, People are bullying us and we start believing. Because this person believes, that person believes, he has written a book. The book is in New York Times bestseller, Here and Now. Can you live in here and now? Cannot. What I'm telling you right now, it is already past. There's a lag of time between my words and the words that you are listening. Go outside and look at the stars up there. Most of the stars that you can see with your naked eye, all of them are dead. And some of them have been dead for last 2,000 years. The light is just coming to us tonight, here and now. For you it is here and now, but it is not here and now. But the book can be on the bestseller list. Because we want to believe in something that is easy, that is convenient. And what is not convenient is that you are carrying the baggage of all your past. Past, present, and future is one continuum. You cannot separate your past from your present. You cannot separate your present from your future. It is all one continuum. Once you understand the law of nature, you'll be able to transcend that. Okay, I have gone through this, but what you have gone through has some lessons for you. Don't forget the lessons. There was a great philosopher, George Santayana. This guy said, if you forget your history, you shall be doomed. You shall be condemned to repeat it. If you do not learn from your past, you shall be condemned to repeat it, to repeat the same lessons. So we have to learn from the past. Don't forget the past. Don't forget the past. Learn the lessons. Do not cling to the past, but learn the lessons so we don't have to repeat the same mistakes again. 53. And mana or mind gains the yogyata or ability to practice dharana or contemplation. Only then when your life force is already regulated through breathing, only then you can contemplate. And contemplation, dharana, is first step towards meditation. We'll be discussing that in the next chapter. Thus, pratyahar or voluntarily withdrawal of the senses from the sense objects becomes easy, as the senses follow the suit of the mind that has withdrawn itself from the external through the practice of dharana or contemplation, and now rest in its purity as uncontaminated chitta or the mind core. I will not repeat this mind core thing because we have been discussing this over and over. You can go to YouTube. All these episodes are there already on the YouTube. It may take you 2 months, 2.5, 3 months to get to this part on the YouTube, but ultimately all these will be on the YouTube and you can see the past episodes. I think there are already about 30 or 40 episodes there. So you can have a look at that and then you know what he's talking about. But pratyahar is voluntarily withdrawal of the senses from the sense objects. He's not telling you to suppress your senses. He's telling you to become intelligent. And what is, just to give you a very simple analogy, what is being intelligent? Sugar is good or bad? Sugar is neither good nor bad. If you are having a liver problem, the doctors will tell you to have sugar. But if you are diabetic, the doctor will tell you not to have sugar. The same internist. The same internist will tell you sugar is good when you are having liver problem, and the same internist will tell you sugar is bad if you are diabetic. And now you have to be intelligent. You cannot blame the sugar. You cannot brand the sugar. You cannot label the sugar. Sugar is good or sugar is bad. No. It is the condition. What is your condition? In that condition, sugar can either be good or bad. So you have to be intelligent. Withdrawal is, if you know sugar is bad, withdraw. Don't have that piece of chocolate. If you are suffering from cholesterol, then you know what food to eat, what not to eat. So it is the intelligent withdrawal, not suppressing. A lot of people, they don't understand this point. And pratyahar is considered as suppressing your senses, suppressing your mind. No, it is not suppressing at all. It is an intelligent use of the mind. The last one, 55. Thus arises total, complete, or utmost command of the senses. We end the second chapter. So this is the idea of Patanjali is you be the master of the mind and you be the master of the senses. Right now we are controlled by our mind. We are rather driven by our mind. Whatever the mind wants, and the mind can go wrong many times. The mind is working based on the information that it has accumulated over the years. So the mind can go wrong and the senses will follow. And we have no control over the senses because the mind is not under our control. So if you want to be happy in your life, because the whole point about this yoga is how to end suffering, how to put an end to your suffering. He's not talking about putting an end to pain, but to suffering. The body can be in pain, but you can choose not to suffer. You can choose not to suffer pain and pleasure that is going on. You cannot stop that. Sometime you may catch cold, sometime you may have flu. You cannot stop all those things. Those are things of nature. But in spite of having cold, in spite of being sick, in spite of being seriously ill, in spite of being in a condition which is very bad, you can still choose not to suffer, and you can change that situation into something very creative. You can change your energy that is in grief to become creative. So you can put an end to your suffering. And all these things that has been explained is towards that. How to put an end to afflictions, klesha in Sanskrit. How to put an end to your suffering.